Hi guys, welcome back, and we've got another servicing thing to do. Today we are going to just change the pads on these SQ5 calipers because I am upgrading my SQ5 calipers from S5 calipers to these larger ones, and I want to put all brand new on. We're putting Hell braided brake lines on, which I'll show you how to do as well, but just for this one we are changing the pads. So I'll show you the tools, and there's barely any tools you need. So on the tool side of it, we have a 9mm Allen key, which is to take the slides off. We have a T45 Torx bit, which takes the cover off, which you'll see in a minute. Flat bladed screwdriver, just to take the bungs out of where the slides are. And I use the big grips to push the pistons back in. Now I've already pushed the pistons back in, but just so you know, that's why that's there. And obviously over there we have a brand new set of Brembo brake pads to go on. So we're just... and there they are. So the first job we'll do is start with the caliper without the brake sensor on it, which is this one. We'll take our T45 Torx bit, and you take off this cover. Now under this cover is the anti-vibration spring, which stops the pads rattling inside the caliper. So that's that cover gone. Put that back there. Now we turn it over. Now if this was on your car, which is where it should be, you just rest the caliper on top of your disc. You just press down and pull out, and that's the retaining spring out. So next thing is you pop these bungs out of the end of the retainers. So we put those up out of the way. Take your 9mm, one, two. Then you wind your slides out. Now obviously this would be on your car. This bracket here would be bolted to your car. Out that comes, and there's your bracket. Now that would still be bolted to your car obviously, and here are your pads. Now the outside pad, this one here, has different clips on it. So those clips are those there. So that's how you know it's the outside pad. So inside the hole, you can see, just snap in. It fits on place, that's it. Now this side, you can see it's got the long clips, which are these ones. You just put the long bits in first, roll it in. That one's bent. Push against, down and in. Make sure they're all tucked in. Done. It is as simple as that. Not complicated. Garages like you to think it's complicated, but it isn't. Then obviously, with the pistons pushed all the way back in, which they are, you can see they're flat, you would then turn your caliper back around, slide it back over, put that in. That's, as you can see, got springs on it. Then take your grease, if you haven't already got the grease. That's what the knife is for. There we go. Always want these well lubricated. Slide it in. Get your 9mm. just catch it so the threads are caught. There you go, so he's going in so the threads are caught. So we get the second one. A little bit of grease. Now it doesn't matter so much if you put a little bit too much on, because as it goes through the rubber, don't get any of this on the pad. There she goes. Then just push it down against the tension of the spring. In she goes. That's all the way in. Now what I will do, because obviously these aren't on the car at the moment, when they go on the car, I will then tighten these up properly. And as you may have seen from my last caliper servicing vlog, I only put these rubber caps on when I know they're the correct tension. So I'll leave them off, so that will remind me to definitely tension those at the correct tension. And that is it. That's for that caliper. That is done, other than being tightened. So just spring retainer comes in, push it down, and it just locks in. That spring just popped off there. Right, after having a bit of a battle with that, I finally got that on. So now we just need to do the retaining screw up to keep tension on it and the plate. There you go. There. So 2 feet are on there, 2 pads are in there. That's bolted on. These need tightening. That's basically it for that one. Then obviously we'll do another video about fitting them, bleeding the brakes and everything else. So that's that. Obviously the other caliper is exactly the same. The only difference is you run the cable for the brake sensor through. So what we've got coming up now as well, we've got this is that. We've got fitting this. We've got the hell braided brake lines to be fitted and bled to be done. I've got a Audi TT diesel to service. I've got a Fabia diesel to service. We've got my S5 brakes to be fitted and upgraded on the TT. So we've got all of that to come. So if you're enjoying that kind of content, or you want to know anything about that or any information on doing that work, let me know in the comments, or like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.